What's happening? You got the Retro Gaming Hippie coming at you once again with yet another retro game review for my favorite retro gaming console, the ColecoVision. And this time around, we're taking a look at the 1983 arcade classic, Star Wars, the arcade game for the ColecoVision. Now, this came out on the ColecoVision, I believe, right around 1984. It was also ported over to Atari 5200, Commodore 64, 2600, I believe, along with probably some other 8-bit computers at that time, including ZX Spectrum and things of that nature. Now, in the arcade, this was a very, very popular game in 1983. It had voices that would jump out at you, like Red 5 standing by with Luke's voice, and Han would come in, and Darth Vader. And the controls were like a pilot setup that you would turn left and right, kind of like Kit's car from Knight Rider. And the pilot controls were in effect where up is down and down is up, and it had these really cool vector graphics, and you were put in charge of an X-Wing fighter, and you fought the TIE fighters as you approached the Death Star. Then you had the Death Star trench run, then you had a tower level, and then it was kind of rinse and repeat from there. Really fun game. This really does a good job, I think, in a lot of ways of capturing the music from it. There's no voiceover. The graphics look pretty good to me, and overall, I would say it captures the arcade game the best it can for the home console without the voice. That's really the only thing I think it was lacking. It does have all 3 levels as far as I know. I'll play it on hard level just so you can see the trench run the way it was in the arcade that I remember, and then the tower level. So without further ado, we'll cut this slide out, we'll slap this in, and then we'll give you a little gameplay and wrap up this review. $1984 on the ColecoVision. And we'll get to the hard level. My Wicco stick is really sensitive, so I'm not the best. But the music is not bad, and you'll see that from the very beginning. Now you got shields in the center, your points there to the left, and you get more bonus shields after you clear levels and destroy things. This is the tower level. Oops, not too good at dodging the towers. But you want to shoot the top of the tower. My Wicco stick is real sensitive on the controls. Oh, I didn't even make it to the trench level. Well, we're going to have to do easy. There's something I don't know if I have to hit reset. I've never tried. I never had that problem before. We're going to hit reset. Can't just start it right over. But we'll do easy so you can see the trench run without the barriers. Not my best attempt. I've definitely played better at this before. There's Darth Vader. You can't destroy him, but you can knock him around. If I hold down the fire button, it's just rapid fire. That's kind of nice. And here we're just going to dodge fireballs, where in the harder levels there'll be barriers that you'll have to go up and down and around as well. And to use the force, you'll see 2 little lines pop up on the bottom, and then the port will come and you shoot the port and destroy the Death Star. I'd be really curious to see what this looked like on the 2600. And there you go. We destroyed the Death Star, and we're going to rinse and repeat. But we're going to hit the light, and we're going to wrap up this review. So there you have it. A little close up there. Star Wars the arcade game on ColecoVision. Like I said, I'd be really curious to see how the 5200 looked, or the Atari 2600 for that matter. Maybe I'll go on YouTube and see if I can find a clip of how that looked. Now, in the arcade, they also released an Empire Strikes Back game, which was very similar in nature to the setup with the graphics and the voice. I believe you were a snowspeeder in that. I don't think you were an X-Wing fighter. You fought probe droids, you fought AT-AT walkers, and then you dodged asteroids like the asteroid field at one point, is what I remember from that game. And then they came out with Return of the Jedi, which really flipped the script and became more cartoony looking in its graphics, where I remember you had a speeder bike, you had a AT-ST walker with Chewbacca, and then you had a Lando Calrissian Death Star duel in that. Very fun game. I mean, I did well at those when I played them with the nickel arcades because they were very, very hard. I didn't want to waste quarters on them. But overall, another really good ColecoVision game in my opinion. So there you have it. Star Wars the arcade game on ColecoVision. I'm the Retro Gaming Hippie. Remember, I don't buy nostalgia because I am nostalgia. Y'all, take care of yourselves out there.